How are you? I'm glad you came to visit. Today's a rough one. I recall telling you that with my illness, I sometimes have good days and bad days, and today's a bad day. It started yesterday, but you know what? I figured I should put my money where my mouth is, and I should spread positivity when I can, where I can, and how I can. So I know this is temporary and I'm going to feel better soon. That's a given. I apologize for not doing the life hack video yet, but just give me a second and I'll show you. I was taking something out of the toaster oven and holding the oven mitt rather than putting it on, I accidentally touched my hand to the top of the element and got a very bad burn. And as any redheads watching will know, our cuts and burns tend to get infected very easily. So I just have to wait until my hand heals a bit more. I can take the gauze off and just have a bandage and the ointments on now. So it should be any day now. That's no problem. Because I do have a headache as well, I'm going to try whispering this one. But let's get some housework out of the way first. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and thank you so much for giving me a chance. Please feel free to hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I do a new video, and feel free to comment. I love the comments. I live on the comments. I like to know I'm connecting with people. Another thing, if you've already been subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. I appreciate it so very much. I love the connections. I received so much relaxation, comfort, soothing from the ASMR videos that I used to watch. And I thought, you know what? I could join this community too and try to spread some positivity. I think that's going to be my kind of niche. I do this completely unscripted. I just want it to be as authentic as possible for me. Someday maybe, once I learn to work the camera better and how to edit and whatnot, then I'll be able to do some role plays maybe, because I do have some fun ones in mind. But the niche I have right now is I kind of, if you want, think of me as a big sister, or, you know, that favorite aunt, or even a mother figure. I own all of my 56 years, and I'd like to share what I've learned. And the biggest thing I've learned is that every one of us has a spark inside us, has a light. And our lights can shine, and there will be people in our lives who try to squash our light just because they can see it. What I do for those people is pray for them and not let them touch my light. Our lights are inside us. They're a part of us. And I can see yours shining. So please don't let anyone put it out or dim it. You have the ability to shine as bright as you want. And I know you can do it. I have faith in you. And faith is something that's important to me. I was going through some paperwork that I, to be honest, haven't looked at in years. And in it was a letter that a friend had written. And we lived close enough to visit, but she was much older than me. And we would send each other these cards and little jokes or poems that we found and thought the other would like. And when I'm feeling better, I will look up who wrote this poem. But I've always liked it. And it goes like this. There is a destiny that makes us brothers. No one goes their way alone. All that we send into the lives of others comes back into our own. And I've always liked that. It's the same way, there's a quote by St. Francis of Assisi, and I'm paraphrasing right now, but it's, how does it go now? When you leave this earth, you take nothing of which you've been given. only what you gave. And I like that. And I used to tell people all the time that one of my first jobs when I got out of school was I worked at a cemetery sales office. And I always tell people, I never saw you haul behind the hearse. You can take it with you. Okay? Material things are just that, material things. They're not what matters. People matter. You matter. Okay? Love matters. Kindness matters. Camaraderie matters. Manners matter. Someday I'm going to do a whole video on manners and my pet peeves of the ones that people break all the time. But I just, like I said, it's just a short video. I just wanted to come on, wish everyone well, apologize for not doing the video where I burnt my hand and can't wear the gloves. But I will be doing a life hacks video. Just little things I've learned, because one of the things I always like to do is say, work smarter, not harder. And it's only recently, really, I'm really starting to try to make better choices for the environment, for the world. I now only buy glass bottles if I can. If there's a plastic version or a glass, even if it's a little more pricey, I will buy the glass bottle. I try to reuse anything I can. I recently, I follow a YouTuber, Bold and Graceful, and she does DIYs and upcycles and free cycles. And so I had an old table, and it was a dark one, and I did it in the 80s when the do-it-yourself tortoiseshell was in. And it's been in my daughter's room. But it's an interesting table, like it's a half moon. So I said to her, can I do something with that table? So I painted it. I did some flower stencils. I added some special wooden designs on the side. I got to tell you, it looks beautiful. It really turned out. I'll probably show it to you in the next video as well. And another thing that I really like to do is knit. I've also learned to crochet. I did that during COVID. I taught myself to crochet. Well, I shouldn't say I taught myself. YouTube taught me how to crochet. And I was able to do like Christmas stockings and a few blankets and a hat. But knitting is my true love, especially cable stitch knitting. So I'm actually working on a blanket right now for someone who's due very soon. So I have to get cracking on it. But the problem is I don't have a lot of focus sometimes. So it's hard for me to even knit or read. But you know what? Enough whining. I can do a lot more than I can't do. And that's what we have to remember. And the other thing I want everyone to remember is you have no idea the effect you have on someone. Something as simple as a smile can change someone's day. One of the people I used to work with would always say to me, because I'd say, oh, this is a bad day. She goes, no, you're just having a bad moment. Don't let it turn into the whole day. That's a self-fulfilling prophecy. I thought, okay. When she first said it, to be honest, I'm like, shut up in my head, but I didn't. But like I said, I just wanted to come on and let you know that I'm thinking of all of you and that I will be back when I'm feeling better and I will do another video. And I want everyone to take care of yourselves and each other. And remember, I love you. I value you. I honor you. And I'm very glad you were born.